Here's another question. What does the Bible mean when it says that we are filled with the Spirit, or that we need to be? It makes him sound like he's a thing.
Yes, doesn't it? And the Spirit is poured out upon us. Yes.
Yeah. Is he fuel? Am I using him up? Do I need a top up? What's happening?
I don't know about the use of that language in terms of a metaphor of water, of breath being poured out upon us. But the phrase filled with the Spirit is one of the Old Testament phrases carried into the New Testament. And it's always attached, not all but one occasion, it's attached to the word and. So Peter was filled with the Holy Spirit and said, right, or did and. And it's something that happens even to the same person several times. Peter is several times described as filled with the Spirit. I think the phrase, it's saying that what you did by the Spirit of God. This was something more than you naturally normally could do. The Spirit of God leads you to say, to do, to act, to heal or something or other. And it's a momentary thing in the circumstance. There's also the phrase full of the Spirit, which is used to talk about a person's ongoing character. So Barnabas was full of the Spirit. And so that's not full of the Spirit to do something. It's just his character was one that was full of the Spirit of God. It's a lovely thing to say of someone. And then there's this one reference in Ephesians chapter 5, which is slightly strange because it tells you to be filled with the Spirit, which is, it's a passive imperative. It tells you what you must be. It doesn't tell you to do anything. It tells you what to be, and that is filled with the Spirit. And then it explains what that means with a series of helping verbs, participles, that you're to be singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord, that you're to teach one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. You're to submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. That is, to be filled with the Spirit will issue forth in certain behaviours and characters that come from the Spirit of God rather than the spirit of this world or the spirit of man or your sinful nature. And so there's this strange phrase down at the end of Ephesians 5 which introduces the kind of character of a Spirit-filled person.
So am I to think of being full of the Spirit similarly in terms of character, fruit of the Spirit? Is that the kind of
That's it.
talk?
Yes. If you're full of the Spirit, you will have love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. That is a person who is full of the Spirit, that demonstrating the outcome of the Spirit in their life. Highly desirable.